Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun to send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. We are officially midweek. Let's clap to Guys, we have so much to discuss this morning, including the fact that maybe there are peace talks, maybe there aren't peace talks. I made fun of crypto Twitter yesterday. I got a huge kick out of that one. I don't know if you guys did. We also have gold news, oil news, Bhutan selling Bitcoin, the European Central Bank, the digital euro, We also have Ripple. We have Circle News. We have institutions that threw their hands up in the air a few years ago calling Bitcoin a scam. And all of a sudden, it's just been in the making that Wall Street's been just waiting for their time. Is that true or is it not? We're going to discuss it. We also have coins to watch. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal, which, where is my darn goal? Okay, there we go. 25,230. Let's get 4 more today and pop off appropriately. Guys, sheesh, man. We also have an after show. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Guys, we have an after show. If you're a member of the channel, you get amazing emojis in the live chat. Don't miss out on your emojis. And then use that membership to get into the Discord, exclusive for members on Wednesdays and Fridays. All right, guys, good morning. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then go up with Uphold. I love Uphold. I really do. I love Uphold. I really do. Like, Uphold is the best. Okay, let's say good morning to everyone. James Lester is over on TikTok. Again, if you're on TikTok, I probably won't see your comments because it's itty bitty witties. So you just got to go to YouTube for me, please. I also don't know if you guys like the bright red. I've been trying to get a lot of bright colors for you guys. Yeah. I think I'm ready to troll the entire world today. Just a warning. I think today's a trolling day. Jim, my Belgian bestie. Good morning. Peace. Good morning. We have David Bulls. We have, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, there we go. Jesse, good morning. We have Mama Shadow. Good morning. We have Blackhead, as always, thank you to you. Backup is here. I saw him somewhere. Aquarian is here. We got Silverback. Good morning. Paco asking if I drive an electric car. I don't. I don't know if I fully trust an EV. I more so would love a hybrid. Like, I don't have a hybrid, but I wish I did, you know? I love my car, but I also wish it was a hybrid. Better gas mileage, you know? Anyway, John Legend, good morning to you. CP is here. Good morning, CP. We have Yukio and Mike Mazzone on X. Sandman is here. Hello. Hello, Sandman. Nice to see ya. Who else we got? Chipper. Ray K is here. Good morning. Oh my gosh, Ray K, also a contribution, guys. We have $200 of Bitcoin to give away next week if Bitcoin price doesn't crash. You drive an EV daily? That's dope. That's freaking dope, dude. That is absolutely dope, Euler. Mr. NC, good morning. Silverback, I said good morning to. Alexandra G, my G. A Romo, good morning. Verhoofty Floof is here. Okay. If I miss you, can you yell at me, please? Sola Jefe, Thomas, Good morning, MK. Good morning, John Shanks is here. Noodle. Noodle's in the chat. I just don't know who Noodle is. I don't know who Noodle is, and I just have so many speculations. Ruhuti Floof called me his little strawberry. You know what? I love my strawberries. I was actually thinking of taking a selfie with the strawberry after this. All right, guys. Let's get into the show. I mean, we got things like we're not here about the red, you know. We're here because of life, you know, and cryptocurrency. So I'm supposed to talk about. Good morning. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of first-time watchers I'm seeing on TikTok. Hi, first-timers. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh. Go to YouTube, please. The link is in my bio. You'll have a better experience, I promise. Noogle and Geo are never here at the same time. They actually have been, I think. I think they have been. I don't know. I just... Something about Noodle. I just don't know. All right. We're going to go into the market recap, besties. We got Siren, that's up 130%. Tau is up 19%. For some reason, my mind, when I see ADI or like, I want to say oldie. And even the logo looks like oldie. I gotta show you guys. Look, come on, guys. You can't tell me that this cryptocurrency does not look like freaking oldie. And if you guys are international, you don't know what oldie is. Oldie is like this off-brand grocery store where, like, you know, instead of like the name brands like Fruit Loops or whatever, they're gonna just rename it something else. But essentially, it's all the same thing. Probably comes from the same factory. Conspiracy. We could get into that another time. But tell me that this ADI does not give you oldie. Like, I'm telling you, the logos are exactly the same. The logos are the same. You can't tell me otherwise. ADI and oldie. I'm just going to rename it oldie. That's it. So that I'm going to digress on this. Oldie. Anyway, let's get... I don't know. I'm just talking about grocery stores. Let's chat about Bitcoin because, you know, that's what we're here for. You can't see, I know you can't see videos, you can't see the charts, you can't see anything I'm doing unless you're on YouTube. So please, I'm begging you with my whole entire heart to go to youtube.com/missteencrypto. It's in my bio, so you don't got to go too far. Okay, so Bitcoin's at $71,728. We're up 1.7%. Again, we are holding above 69K, above 70 most importantly. But what do we keep knocking on the door of? Knock, 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 72K. We really want to hit 72.2 and hold support and go to 76K. 76K is like the holy freaking grail. I keep talking about it and it keeps proving itself to be true. 76K Bitcoin is the holy grail. Hold support there. My hope continues to increase. If we hold support there, we're going to test the 200-day SMA. The 200-day SMA, she's inching down. I would like to see the 200-day SMA at 90K as we hold support at 76, and then kaploot, we just like end up at the same spot. I'm excited. Looks at this beautiful market cipher. Guys, we have a green dot printed. This is bullish if it confirms and plays out, because at the same time, we also have the VWAP that crossed that zero line. She is bullish. Momentum is picking up. We love a bullish momentum. The thing is like, this is a money flow, dude. Like, where is the money flow? I would love to know. Are you buying Bitcoin right now? One or yes emoji, two no emoji. Are you buying Bitcoin? Like, where is the money flow? Where is the buying? Like, I just don't know where everyone's at right now. Is everyone taking a nap? Are you guys sleepy? Because then you need a cup of coffee. I think Bitcoin needs a cup of coffee right now. She's just hanging around, retracing, building back up, which again, I would say this is like a fantastic retrace on that RSI that we are now bullish technically, and we have a lot of room to run. I in my heart want Bitcoin to go woohoo with the RSI, hit about 90 something K, and then retrace. That would be chef's freaking kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah. I think I'm a little too crazy for this podcast. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I don't know. Do I go straight into news or should I show you some humor? I don't know. I thought maybe I could make this podcast a little bit fun today. I'm not sure. I made a video yesterday. I was dying laughing. I just don't know if it hit for anybody else, but I was literally just dying, and I had to show it to you. Hello, Rican. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Guys, go to YouTube, please. Let's, you know what? Maybe we'll be boring. Maybe we'll just go into breaking news headlines, and then in the middle, I'll give you some humor. We'll do a little humor count. Breaking news headlines start now. Everyone's looking at Bitcoin versus gold. What's the tea? Well, gold's longest losing streak in a century is at a crossroads with Bitcoin's resurgence. Let's take a gander at the gold chart. We're actually going to go there. We're going there. Shiffy Poo might have a conniption. But we're looking at gold. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, there we go. So we got gold. And look at this. Woof. Safe haven indeed. But we are right above that 200-day SMA on gold, which is sitting at 4,083. I would love to see. I want to do a little cloney do. A little clone right there. You know what? Actually, right here too. And then for some reason, this is all sticking out to me. Okay, there we go. So if we're holding support around $4,300 gold, interesting. I think gold just went up too freaking fast. For years, like literally decades of just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. And then we just have it just looks like artificial. This is an artificial gold pump. I'm sorry. This is... it just doesn't give me good vibes. But you could even look at gold. Again, same price for a million freaking years. What was gold when I was born? I don't know. What was gold when I was born? 03. February of 03, we were at $320 gold. and then we entered this 1,000 plus range back here. What, $1,800 around 2011. We stayed there up until literally a year and a half ago. Now we're pumping. I just feel like this is so artificial. The gold chart just gives me shady vibes. And especially you could compare it to Bitcoin, where Bitcoin has a method to its madness where it goes up, it retraces, goes up, retraces. And this is to me, the Bitcoin chart is the star of the show. Gold just looks freaking shady. This just looks manipulated. But I just want to know, are you buying Bitcoin or are you buying gold? Put a 1 or Bitcoin emoji 2 or just 2 because we don't have a gold emoji. We don't subscribe. But are you buying Bitcoin or gold? Let me know in the chat. I want to see Bitcoin emojis everywhere. I hope we got Bitcoin emojis. The dress says power move. The vibe says no boring crypto talk. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're all about humor on this podcast, and I hope it doesn't miss. You bought GameStop. Oh shoot, Ricky's on TikTok buying GameStop. That's interesting. Paco said I'm buying gas. I would love for you guys to go and enter this poll on YouTube, please, because I had a debate with somebody and I need to settle this debate. When do you fill up your gas tank? Enter the poll. Our options are half. By the halfway mark, you're like, shoot, we got to go to the gas station. Option 2 is a quarter tank, where you're like, all right, you got a quarter. Are you going to continue? Are you going to be a degenerate? And then the third option is on E, risking it all. And I have 2 different friends that I had this discussion with, and both of them wait till their car is on E, because they know when they hit E that they probably still have 20-something miles. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I don't know. I would love for you guys to enter that poll. When do you fill up your gas tank? Anyway, as people are looking at Bitcoin, they're also looking at oil, guys. And man, oil, shoot, man, hold on. Where's my article? Oil. So, oil was tanking. There we go. Here's my article. Bitcoin was steadying as oil fell below $100 after the U.S. drafted a 15-point Iran peace plan, which, again, latest on Iran, guys. This is so darn shady what's going on, because Donnie T's like, hey, yo, like, we are talking with Iran. Iran's coming out with videos saying, no, we never spoke to Donnie T. And Iran rejected ceasefire proposals by the U.S., saying it would not negotiate with a party that violated agreements. And apparently, they only want to talk to J.D. Vance. They don't even want to talk to Donnie T. They're like, give me your best homie, and that's J.D. I think J.D. can stand his ground, and he's been on the ground. He's boots on the ground. Like, he served the country. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe he could help. Who knows? But Iran is rejecting the ceasefire plans, and oil, man, went below that $100. Let's take a little gander. Let's take a little gander here. And don't forget, guys, like oil is very, very shady. I don't subscribe to oil propaganda because I think the price is severely manipulated. And you can even, again, look at that black swan back in 2020 where we were like below $1. We were literally negative, we were below zero. So we were negative. When have you ever seen negative oil? Like, what? It was literally worthless. Even the biggest commodities in the world can crash and become worthless. Because why? It's tied to economics, and it's tied to centralized entities moving it, circulating it, and producing it. This is why, hold on, Bitcoin is not tied to a centralized entity. Bitcoin has a finite supply. Bitcoin is guaranteed money. Oil, yes, thank you. Oh, my beauty's on TikTok saying oil has been manipulated forever. Yes, it has. So where's oil right now? Let's have the discussion, shall we? Everyone wants to talk about the oil. We're going to talk about oil. We're going to talk about it. All right, here we go. Oil's at $88. We're up 0.19%. Wick lows are at the 77. We're looking at the 200-day SMA. And if Iran wants to mess around, find out. Thus, we will mess around and find out. Because I don't even know if we're doing the drill baby drills. Are we doing drills, baby drills? I would love to know. Are we drilling? Because if we're not drilling now, we better get on it. Because we're too reliant on everybody else. I am sick and tired of the manipulation. I'm sick and tired of worrying about WARs. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it. And on top of that, people are worried about volatility because this Friday, there's actually going to be $14 billion in Bitcoin options that are going to expire. What is going on? Are we going to be okay? Is Bitcoin going to be okay? The answer is 1000% yes. I don't care about the options. I don't care about oil. I don't care about all these centralized entities playing games because I have a 10-year outlook. I have a generational outlook on Bitcoin. And I love that I have money that belongs to me and nobody else. And this is what I'm stressing to you. Whatever happened the other day where the S&P soared to trillion, retraced the trillion, it was shady, dude. There's too many shady things. I don't trust Capitol Hill. I don't trust anybody anymore. I only trust me, myself, I, and Jesus. That is all. That's all I trust at this moment. Because you know what? They all work against you instead of for you. Public servants are supposed to serve. But now they just want to take, they want to manipulate. And I don't subscribe to such propaganda. Let's get back to the volatilities. On Friday, Bitcoin options or derivatives contracts worth billions would expire on crypto exchange Deribit. Traders might want to note that the dynamics are such that Bitcoin's market price could be lifted toward a specific point, which is $75,000. Now, again, on our chart, what is the most significant level? Again, we're going to go back to our 75.9, 70. I would say 75.8 to 76K to be like the most precise ever. Now, Deribit is going to settle Bitcoin options contracts worth $14.16 billion on Friday at 8 UTC. That means nearly 40% of all open interest, the dollar value of all active contracts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Is that my
Dropping
uncle?
like and grabbing my sandal for the lady in red.
Whoa! My Uncle Jimmy! Guys, Uncle Jimmy's in the chat. Uncle Jimmy's in the chat! Everyone just celebrates that Uncle Jimmy's in the chat. Hello, no. Can everyone go into the chat and drop a heart for Jimmy? Because Jimmy's a busy man, and he has life. He's dealing with life. Can everyone give him a heart? Because Jimmy's dealing with life, and we love Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy. People always ask who my, like, when I say, like, who my uncles are, like, Jimmy and Billy are my uncles. Like, I declared them my uncle. I remember the moment I declared Jimmy my uncle. And I was like, how long ago was that? Like 3-4 years ago at this point? I don't even know. He's been my uncle for a long time. People on TikTok are even celebrating Jimmy right now. I gotta give Jimmy, you know what? This is for Jimmy. We're gonna take a break from breaking news. I gotta show you this video I made yesterday, and I think it'll bring a smile to Jimmy. So go ahead and take a look at this. This is the state of your local crypto bro in 2026. It's going to make me rich. Institutional tokenization. Building staking for stable coins. Building the next institutional on-ramp. Meme coins are coming back, I promise. What happened to my NFT from 2021? Privacy is the next big narrative, bro. Wag me. Really wag. It's going to make me rich. Institution. I'm freaking sorry, dude. Like, I was just like, I was like, what do the crypto bros say? What are the narratives right now? And I think I might actually have to do a part 2 of this because it was that freaking funny. Thank you so much for Michael Cartwright giving us 10 memberships to the chat. Pampy Pampies. Oh my gosh. Also, I appreciate you guys very, very much for supporting that video. It's just so freaking funny. I got such a kick out of making that one. I was actually just crying laughing. There might be a part 2. I forgot to say to the moon, you know, I might, oh, trust me, bro. Oh, shoot. You know, there's a lot of ones that I couldn't fit in there. But that's why, like, we need a part 2. So if you guys have suggestions, go into Discord or in our after show, better yet, and give me some part 2 lines that you would like to hear. I just thought it was so freaking funny. Anyway, that was for Uncle Jimmy. For some humor, XRP going to $589. That's a freaking good one. That's a good one. All right, guys, we're going to go to Bhutan. We're going international for a minute and skewing away from the markets. We'll come back to her a little bit later. Bhutan is offloading $37 million in Bitcoin. If you guys don't know who Bhutan is a country, a very, very small, little, tiny, itty-bitty country. But they're very financially set because you could be a small little guy, a little everyday Joe freaking schmo, and then get into something early, and then you become Big Joe. Instead of little Joe Schmo, you're Big Joe. And so that's what Bhutan did, essentially. And they've been mining Bitcoin since, I believe, 2014. So tiny country that cares about its people, and they're all about it. And that's why it's like, okay, a country selling Bitcoin, it's not actually as bad as people would think it is because they've been mining for like a million years. So Bhutan moved more Bitcoin from their state-linked wallet on Wednesday. Arkham Intelligence showed a Bhutan government-linked wallet that transferred about 519.7 Bitcoin, that's worth that roughly 37 milli, to 2 wallets on Wednesday. On-chain Lens said one of the destination wallets was to trading firm QCP Capital. This marked their third large Bitcoin transfer in March, following the $72 million moved in 6 separate transactions in the 24 hours leading up to March 18th, and the $11.8 million moved to March 9th. This latest transfer adds to a heavier March outflow pattern after Bhutan moved just over 284 Bitcoin in February. They still hold just about 4,453 Bitcoin, which is still worth $315 million. So boys and girls, like, if Bitcoin doubles and goes back to all-time high, then they're easily going to be worth over $730 million. So I would say they're doing just fine over in Bhutan. So they sold some. That's okay. They're still holding more than I would think most countries in the world. Uncle Jim is going to be in a Lambo in Vegas. Pop off. We love the Lambo. We shot the music video in the Lambo last year. Is the war making crypto go up? I would say it actually does help crypto because people are looking at Iran that had a currency collapse. Their currency is absolutely worthless. And then you have other currency collapses. You have inflation. You have war. You have all these things that come from, again, centralized entities. And people are like, oh, if my country goes into war, if my currency collapses tomorrow, the bank shut down tomorrow, what am I going to do? The answer is Bitcoin. So yes, it's a net positive for crypto anyway, because we know fiat currency, as we know, is designed to fail, but Bitcoin has been designed to prosper and remain immutable. So we love that. Though the central banks don't. They really don't. The European Central Bank, and we were asking yesterday, who runs the PR for the European Central Bank? Like, who is their PR guy? Because their favorite word is anchor. That is their word, the European Central Bank. We heard it 3 years ago, literally 3 years ago, by President Christine Lagarde of the ECB. She was like, oh, you guys need the ECB. You guys need central banks to maintain ourselves as an anchor in the monetary system. Because without us old people, you young people are stupid. You're freaking stupid. And Cipollone, who's also an executive at the ECB, mentioned the other day, he brought 3 years later is bringing the anchor. He's like, oh, central bank money needs to be the anchor of tokenization, because if we're settling in anything else, that means they don't have control over it. Oh shoot, freedom, let freedom reign. Except in Europe. Anyways, Cipollone's back at it. He's our new bestie at the ECB. Not really. When I say bestie, I mean enemy. He's our enemy. ECB Executive Board member Piero Cipollone said on Tuesday that the ECB expects by the summer to announce the European standards it would use for a potential digital euro. Let's just admire how he says potential digital euro. Are you Delulu level 5,000? This is why, I'm telling you, this is why we need to hold people accountable. Where are our Europeans? Where are the Europeans in the chat that this man is outright lying to you? He lied. Potential digital euro, they've had it done for years on the retail and wholesale level. Done. So they're lying. He straight up lied to you. Oh, this is making me feel disgusting. I'm feeling, Are we for real? He told EU lawmakers that once the standards are announced, they would work with market participants so they could embed them into payment terminals as soon as possible, because they know that Bitcoin's rising too fast. They know that people are flocking to Coinbase and all of these other exchanges that are available in the EU and saying, yeah, guys, why don't you go check out crypto? Because the euro sucks. And you know, I'm gonna get freaking spicy with it right now. Because you know what? They're not okay. They're mentally unwell, the leaders of the EU. You post a meme over there and you're clipped. Why do you think they want the digital euro? So if they don't like what you're saying, they turn off your money and starve you out. It's disgusting. As soon as possible. That means they're in war mode. That means they're in panic mode. And it's so gross how they write this. So freaking gross. Their digital euro pilot, which opened a call for licensed payment service providers earlier this month, would run for 12 months in the second half of 2027, testing P2P and POS payments in a controlled environment as part of the plans to be technically ready for possible issuance around 2029. Again, 2029. Why don't you look at the freaking timeline? Why don't we look at the timeline? It's blatantly obvious. Oh, we were supposed to roll out digital euro 2026. We were supposed to roll out this CBDC 2026. Oh, but wait, Donnie T won the presidency in 2024. He was in the office by 2025 saying no CBDCs. Oh, and then the rest of the world was like, sheesh, man, we can't roll this out if Donnie T's in office. He might wage war, which we're already in, but he might wage it. Oh, what are we going to do? Let's just delay it. We already got it done. We've had it done for like 10 years, but we're going to delay it. We're going to chill for a little while until a new president in the U.S. gets elected that's maybe going to be a part of the radical left or maybe even radical right. They're all freaking radical nowadays. I don't subscribe to either. Let's get that freaking abundantly clear. And so they're like, oh, which radical is going to come into office next? Who's going to be paying this radical? Are the banks going to own them? Most likely. And if they do, then a CBDC is coming by 2030. And even again, you look at what's going on in the US, where they're like, oh, CBDCs, let's just throw it in a housing bill, but just delay CBDCs until 2030. What in the word? What? No. This shouldn't be something that's delayed. This is a pressing issue. You notice how they said this is a pressing issue. Yes, it is. I agree with the European Central Bank for once. Oh, the CBDCs are a pressing issue because freedom and our inalienable human rights. Let's look at our rights here of life, liberty, and property. Life, liberty, and property. Does a CBDC enable that? No, it takes away from that. This is why you need Bitcoin, because Bitcoin gives you life, liberty, and property, something you could own, that you could transact, that can't be taken or censored. But it's the opposite for CBDC. So what these... Again, it goes back to our tree of politics being influenced by the banks that are influenced by the central banks that are influenced by the 0.01%. Because now the central bankers are all together. They're all together in a conglomerate, which is the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements. They all politically don't align, but they come together to tell each other, all right, listen, we got this one president here. We can't have CBDCs yet. We got to hold it off for a few years. Handshake here. All right. All right, Europe. All right, China. All right, Hong Kong. All right, US. All right, this guy, this guy, this guy, Italy, that guy, this guy. They all shake hands and they're like, let's put it off till 2030 because you know what happens by 2030? You're supposed to own nothing and be happy about it, right? Right. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Just really, it really gets me going. It really gets me going. Really gets me going. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. I'm definitely pressed. Your girl's been pressed. You guys like the nails? Thank you so much. Thank you. We're going Easter. We're going Easter. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go and talk about Ripple. If you guys are fans of Ripple, put XRP emojis in the chat. I gotta move on from the European Central Bank. Just something about them makes my tummy turn. It honestly makes me feel freaking dirty. Feel like blood is on my hands. I don't, ugh, gross. Yikes. We're gonna talk about Ripple instead, even though I'm gonna digress. Go with it. You're not saying anything that doesn't sound true. Listen, Ordinary. Listen, Ordinary, I would never lie. I'm not a good liar either. If I lie to you, my face gets as red as my dress. It does. I'm not even wearing a dress. It's a freaking romper, if we want to be specific. It's a romper. No pockets. Devastating. But here's the thing. I can't lie. I physically can't, because then I start sweating. I like my blood pressure goes up. Your girl can't have high blood pressure. I'm only 23. So yeah, no, I can't lie. If I was a liar, y'all would find out by now. Guys, a month away, missteencrypto turned 6. This brand turned 6 years old. I can't believe it. We're a little taut. Guys, let's go into Ripple. Put XRP emojis in the chat. I'm choosing violence today. Ripple is testing whether its stablecoin can replace the manual processes that have slowed cross-border trade for decades. Bitcoin, Litecoin. Singapore Central Bank is giving it a sandbox to prove this. The company said in a note shared with CoinDesk that it's participating in Bloom. Bloom. The MAS, or the Monetary Authority of Singapore initiative that's designed to extend settlement capabilities for tokenized bank liabilities and stablecoins. As per the plan, Ripple is partnering with Unlock, which is a supply chain finance tech provider, to a pilot system where cross-border trade payments using RLUSD are released automatically when predefined conditions are met, such as shipment verification. So Singapore has positioned itself as a testing ground for institutional digital asset use cases, and Bloom specifically targets infrastructure rather than speculative products. So they're like, how do we get trade done? Can we have this all on blockchain? Oh, received my shipment, paid for it in RLUSD. Woo! Interesting. Again, this is good for Ripple, very good for Ripple, because they already like had their Australian financial services license. They're backed by a central bank, and then they got all the announcements. So Ripple's rippling. They're rippling everywhere. So good on them, I guess. So RLUSD, it's a massive drive for liquidity towards the stablecoin, and then you got the fact that institutions, they play games with us. A few years ago, it was like they were shooting every chance they got. Bah, shots freaking fired. It was all about shots being fired. Oh, crypto's too risky. Oh no, crypto's too darn volatile. Crypto's too volatile. Oh, crypto's for criminals. I can't even look at Bitcoin. It's just, I'm traumatized by how many criminals have to be using this money. But then a few years later, now the narrative is, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's actually too transparent. We can't have institutions using Bitcoin because you can see everything that goes on the blockchain. So is it really for criminals anymore? I love it. I love how the narrative flips whenever they just feel like flipping it. And then that has to be the narrative for Bitcoin just because the institution said it. So here's the battle now. Here's the battle. They laughed at us. They were like, oh gosh, Bitcoin's the worst thing in the world. Banks would never. Ugh, disgusting. Look. Freaking crypto nerd with your sweatpants in your basement. Could never. My suit's more fabulous than you. My suit is worth more than your rent. That's what they would come at us with. That was the attitude. That was the attitude of the banks. But now BNY CEO is saying the future of crypto is going to run through the banks. Whoa! Something you wouldn't touch is now going to be owned by you. That's one. And then Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley's saying that Wall Street's crypto push has been years in the making. Wait, hold on. When I was young, literally, when I was young, I was looking at the TV and it was all about Wall Street would never touch crypto. It was Wall Street versus the banks. Literally, still it's Wall Street versus, crypto versus Wall Street and the banks. Seems that the narrative has flipped where we're all just one big happy family, aren't we? Let's go to the BNY CEO first. And then we're going to go to Morgan Stanley. We're going to see how the narrative has changed. Robin Vince, the BNY CEO, said the next phase of crypto adoption would depend on large financial institutions, arguing that banks are positioned to connect digital assets with the broader financial ecosystem. He said, "We can act as a very effective bridge between TradFi and digital finance. It comes as long-established banks expand their role in digital assets after years of caution." Oh no. They were among the first custodians to offer digital asset custody, and he framed that move as part of a larger pattern of adopting new tech. Said, "We're a firm that's grown up with a whole bunch of different tech." He said, rather than viewing DeFi as a replacement, he said, "A tech that's in search of adopters can sometimes struggle, but we're an adoption vehicle." Oh, you know, like that clip from like Mean Girls where they're like, Regina's like, "Get in." She's like, "Get in. We're going shopping. We're going shopping." That's literally the banks. The banks are like, "Come in, Bitcoin. We're going shopping." I thought Bitcoin was the loser. I thought she was the girl at the table that didn't have no friends. But apparently the banks are her best friends. Oh, DeFi? I never hated DeFi. We actually love DeFi because we could just be one big happy family. I didn't know that. As I want to show you guys something. I would love to show you guys something really quick. And I know this might surprise you. It really might surprise you that BNY Mellon is fronting. They're fronting. oh, we've been so scared of blockchain. No, they haven't. Because now they're embracing it. But they also embraced it in 2022 in collaboration with the New York Fed. Isn't that crazy? Remember how I showed you this 3 years ago? November 4th of 2022, the New York Fed announces phase 1 results of their New York Innovation Center's Project Cedar. Oh darn, what is Project Cedar, you may ask? Well, it's the inaugural project of the New York Innovation Center. It's a multi-phase research effort for what? Development of technical framework for a theoretical, quote unquote, theoretical, wholesale CBDC in the Fed Reserve. Wow, isn't that crazy? It was a 12-week experiment. Who was in there? Who was part of that? Let's go and find out. Hold on. Wait, why isn't it here? Hold on. Who was in there? Wait, hold on. I gotta actually find this. Because BNY Mellon was a part of this whole thing. And I need people to go and freaking see it. Hold on. Well, either way, I think they actually, oh, here it is. See, they tried to hide it too. They tried to hide it. Who were the participants, you're gonna ask? BNY Mellon, Citi, HSBC, MasterCard, PNC Bank, TD Bank, again, criminal, I believe, more criminals, Truist, US Bank, and Wells Fargo, and Swift. Whoa! It's getting hot and heavy in here. It's getting hot and heavy. Oh, BNY Mellon, they were doing this for years. Liars. Morgan Stanley, let's jump into Morgan Stanley, because they're like, oh, this has been years in the making where we were going to have the banks and cryptos be best friends. Like, inevitably, this was going to happen. Okay, Morgan Stanley, let's see you talk your ish. Talk your ish. We're going to listen. Amy Oldenburg, the head of digital asset strategy at Morgan Stanley, rejected the idea that Wall Street is now only embracing crypto due to fear of missing out, arguing that large banks are acting after years of prep. And as you can see, 2022 was years of prep for all of these banks. Isn't that so interesting? That a few years ago, they would throw their hands up in the air and say, we haven't touched this. Ew, crypto gross. Ew, shower. Ew, I need to go scrubby-dubby. Now, all of a sudden, the attitude has changed. We're not FOMOing in because we're losing money and we won't be able to keep our business alive because banks are businesses. Don't forget, guys, businesses fail. They're failing. Well, Oldenburg said TradFi is getting FOMO and now getting involved. It's not really accurate, saying we've been on a journey around the entire modernization of financial infrastructure for years. For years. Can we all put caps in the chat? We need caps. I'm getting a freaking cap. You guys have to copy and paste this. Cap. Have you ever seen a baseball cap? Have you ever seen a cap? We're capping on them. Absolute cap. Smash the like, please. I don't know if you guys are here, but please smash the like if so. I'm bewildered. I'm actually bewildered by that. Bewildered. We're going to jump into coins to watch now because that is so wild. The banks are like, no, we always loved you. Like a person that's that has a nut allergies loves peanuts. Like, really. Literally, like, I have a few friends that have allergies. That's like literally saying like, hey, I got a peanut allergy, but let me go have a bag of the salted, please. What? Okay. Coins to watch, start now. Gainers and losers, Siren is blaring right now, up 136%. Bitenzor is up about 20%. FET is up 11.5%. Memecore is up about 10%. Render is up 8.6%. Losers, man, River flowing down that 13.5%. Midnight, it's dark, down 10%. Sun is down 7%. Just is down 4.7%. World's Liberty is down 2.8%. Taking a little gander at Ethereum again, still remaining at that 2180. We want to hold support there. More importantly, hold support around $2,300 ETH. We do have a green dot printed on the momentum. VWAP is moving up. We do like to see the crossover there. Money flow is increasing. RSI is rebounding and is now bullish. So we love to see this on ETH. Litecoin, man, Can I see Ethan Litecoin emojis in the chat? Litecoin is at $56.69. Interesting. Up about 0.5%. Litecoin is killing it. We love Litecoin. Love you so much, Litecoins. We love Litecoins. It makes me so happy. It makes me so freaking happy to have Litecoin. Litecoin in my life is like the best thing in the world. It's just amazing. Term limits. Should we have term limits? Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I think for people that weren't here at the beginning, I wanted to share some humor with you. And I decided to go into the state of the local crypto bro in 2026. This video is posted across YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. Wherever you find social media. Check this out. It's going to make me rich. Institutional tokenization. Building staking for stable coins. Building the next institutional on-ramp. Meme coins are coming back, I promise. What happened to my NFT from 2021? Privacy is the next big narrative, bro. Wag me. Really wag. It's gonna make me Man, I'm peak Delulus. It's okay though. We're gonna keep getting after it. It's gonna be a good time, guys. We are working very, 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 very hard behind the scenes, and a lot of things are happening. Again, we had a new sponsor come on this week. Shout out to Profex. Also, we are onboarding another partner. That's it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's a different sort. It's a different thing. It's different. And I know I've been teasing it for a while, but boy oh boy, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. Like so soon. Hopefully by next week. And to that, I see No in the chat, and for him, I'm gonna do
a potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
You thought it was pronounced WAGME. Yeah, it's WAGME. It stands for We're All Going to Make It. Randy, Texas Roadhouse has a big steak waiting for me. Yo, don't even say that, bro, because I love Texas Roadhouse. I love Texas Roadhouse. I want a ribeye from Texas Roadhouse. Just their ribeyes slap. Like, I don't know what Texas Roadhouse does to their steak. Like, it's seasoned perfectly. The char is on point. Always perfectly cooked. Like, their appetizers, mwah. Their cinnamon butter with their rolls, a masterpiece. Like, you just really got to appreciate Texas Roadhouse for what it is. And it's just utter American perfection. And so I am just bullish on Texas Roadhouse. I'm not sponsored by Texas Roadhouse, but darn if I was, I'd be one of the happiest campers in America. So shout out to Texas Roadhouse. Let's do it. Yeah, no, absolutely blessed to be here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. We do have an after show for members. So without further ado, go ahead and go into Discord and have a beautiful day ahead of you. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to film a video for you and get that out soon. So have a beautiful day. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends, and peace and love for the world. Go into Discord. And as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.